Well, we are back where we left off here. Not a lot going on. We've got a few items we can mess with. We still need a lot more scrap metal blocks to make regular metal blocks. We'll need to go exploring, but as janky as this mobile thing is, I'm not going to call it an automobile because it's not very automatic, is it? We might be better off on foot for a while. So, got plenty of food. Let's see if we can offload some of these seeds. Just carrots. What else can we put down? Batteries. Batteries down there. Not gonna need that. I'm not building anything for a while. Put the wheel away. Put the jug of water away. Just to make room here. We don't need all this stuff with us. Using that for a while. Alright, let's go see what we can find. Let's see if there's some water nearby. Doesn't have to be a giant lake or anything, just some water source. Hopefully. Not too far, let's see. I'm picking up some corn just on the off chance we run across some blocks and we can get some milk because it starts with our thirst. Get a chance to grab beeswax, just grab it. I mean, you're gonna need it so often. There he is. Little slowdown going on. But forgive me, I don't have the best of PC setups here. This computer is like 8 years old. It's all good. It's all good. Got a chest up here. Let's go see what we got. Oh, that was monsters. Here a tote bot. Two hits always good. There's water down there, looks like. Well, let's see. Don't know if it's water yet. desert area, so it might be puddle of crude. Oh, it's nothing. That's what it is. It's nothing. Let's see. Could be a bit easy sometimes to get not exactly lost, but disoriented. We've got that huge ranch sitting on top of the mechanic station, but we're far enough away and there's so many trees that we can't really see it. But the good thing is we've got this logbook, and this first mechanic station always stays in our logbook. There it is. We can set it as a waypoint anytime we like and find our way back. I don't worry too much about straying very far. Unless, of course, you don't have food and drink on hand. Gets a bit hairy that way because you can starve or die of thirst. So keep something available. Yeah, it looks like we are quite some ways from any source of water. Let's see if we can beat this walk. There you go. Eat the corn. Because we want milk. Just, we're thirsty. Get thirsty. Okay. Now off in the distance, right up here, that's a warehouse. Sorry, we get a bit of slowdown there. Sorry about that. Hopefully we're loading a new area or I've been loading in a new area and caused some computer slowdown here. Anyway, we're back on the road. That is the warehouse. And that is, it makes me think of like a dungeon in adventure games. You come across an area where you have to, you've got to have the keys to enter. You load up a new area and fight either strong concentrations of enemies or tougher enemies. And the tougher enemies is, well, let's say the tougher enemies are true for that area, because you come across these tape bots and they launch rolls of tape at your head, and it hurts. It can knock you silly. On the, I'm not sure what the settings are here. Difficulty normal or easy. So that's all you got as far as difficulty. Normal difficulty, a couple of shots from that tape bot to your head, you're done. You're dead. Well, you don't die in this game. You get knocked out and you respawn. But yeah, it's kind of a pain because, as you can see, it's quite a distance from where we are. If you're not smart with your spawn point, then you end up walking and you will lose everything in your inventory. It'll drop in a bag, typical of survival games. You drop your backpack and everything's gone except your tools. Now once we graduate to having a weapon, a gun type weapon, that gun is considered a tool. We don't drop it. However, your ammo will get dropped. So you've got a gun but no ammunition to use with it. So if you don't have some stored back at your base, then it can be a long walk to get back. And if you're up on, that warehouse has several floors, if you're up on the third, fourth floor, and you didn't clear out all the enemies on floors 1 through 3, then guess what? You're gonna be facing them without ammo. You'll get to a point where you've got tons of potting soil, planting soil, whatever you want to call it. But at some point you'll want to build a big farm and plant as much as you can so that, for one, you don't have to plant as often. And 2, you'll get more per harvest. I'll get into that here very shortly. Maybe the next video. I'm just trying to do some resource gathering for now. Looking for stuff we need. We need potting soil. We don't need a whole lot to start off with because we're gonna have to spread things about. Because one of the aspects of this game, yeah, you have to do your farming, but if you put down too many crops in one area, small area, the robots get mad and decide you're farming without authorization, and when the clock strikes midnight, they will come to destroy your crops. And they'll try to beat you senseless too, but once they've taken care of you, they'll destroy your crops. I'm still not seeing any water. It's not very comforting. We may not stick around in that first mechanic station just for the fact that we've got no water nearby. Kind of like the mechanic station area because the ground is usually flat. So, I mean, you can plant crops just about wherever you want. It's just, if you plant on flat ground, flat area, then it's a lot easier to construct a setup to help water the crops. Oh, this is we're getting into the farmer's market. That's what this is. Let's see these signs, warning signs. About, yeah, that's farmer's market's behind these rocks somewhere. This is what we want to find. It's just we don't have anything to trade just yet. But at least it's good to know, kind of where it is, relation. Go in there and visit with the farmer. What we do is we gather a bunch of crops and bundle them up at a packing station, and then cart them over here to the farmer. Trade them for various items. Just I do not yet know where we're gonna be. You've got to water your crops. And yeah, we don't have any way to set up any automation just yet, but we're gonna have to have buckets of water so we can get things watered. Just not finding any water. Seen a handful of structures that we could visit though. I really want to chase down the water for now, because we don't want to wait to get some crops going. We want to get started. Guess I could have brought the car, but like I said, it's rather janky and it doesn't drive very well. Ah, look at there. Water, water everywhere. But not a drop to drink, because you can't drink the water. But now that we found some water, let's gather some of these. Glue clams. Well, we talked about the glue. Gotta have glue. Well, this is where you get it. Is my mouse? Yeah, mouse button got stuck. Don't know what was up with that. You will, at some point, have to just empty out my inventory once we get some chests going. Just go gather glue clams, because you need glue. A lot of glue, and this is the only way to get it, so be a glue expedition every now and then. Don't have much space left, so I'll just fill up another stack and then we'll be on our way. Three more. They got dehydrated. We also need crude oil. Until we can find a puddle of it, get a pump to vacuum it up, and we have to go harvest it ourselves. Well, I'll do it for now. We're just Caleb is looking after spot with water. Get some glue. And back behind this packing station, just the first one in the chain here. I'm sure there are more down the road, because each packing station only allows you to package 4 products. Let's see which one these are. Yep. Tomatoes, red beets, broccoli, and carrots. See what you do here. Very simplistic in telling you how things are done, but it's rather more complicated than how it seems. I've got the chest right there. It's a large chest. That's a vacuum tube, and then a vacuum pump. And you align the pump with one of these inlets. You've got tomatoes, you bring the pump and get it, somewhere in this neighborhood close to this inlet. And the inlet kind of changes shape a little bit, lets you know that you're aligned with it properly. And you, either through a button or through some automated setup, you offload your produce into the packing station. Out pops a packaged bundle of your produce. It's a bushel basket or something, but they're large. They're very big and heavy. So see if there's anything. Drop this cord. Well, that went far, didn't it? Some embers while we're here. We're going to need them. For now. Probably stuck on. There's somebody. I get noise. Yeah, he's chasing me. Sorry, buddy. I'll have to play with you later. I'm on my way back to the hut. Got things to do. I'll have to smack you around after a while. Well, the water's not too far, but it's further than I care to go to do farming. So we'll have to make some adjustments here. I don't want to be doing all this running just to get back and forth to farm plots. Let's see what we can. Now we need metal and wood to make wheels. We need 15 metal and 45 wood. We've got enough beeswax because we already have one wheel, so we just need 3. Let's see. Glue, 40 metal. Man. I'll use that later. Some more wood. I may need to chop down a better tree. There are various grades of wood here. Get a better tree chopped down. We make more efficient use of the wood we gather. See, we need wood block 1. And we've got scrap wood, so chop down a better tree, we'll get wood block 1 to start with. More scrap wood. It's the really tall trees. Something over here. Yeah, we missed that. It's alright. Get the big trees once you get the power saws. Wood block 1. We'll just have to make do what we get right here. Mechanic's job is never done. See, we gotta unlock the rest of this. You guessed it, component kits. Need 5 to unlock level 2. And it increases every time you unlock the next level. Over here. All right, there we go. Now we're cruising in style. How much smoother that is, even without shocks. We've got a much smoother ride. It's not nearly as bad on the back. Guess we can go faster now. Not just sitting there spinning our tires. Let's see if we can fire it up to the back. much better now, hey? Some more metal blocks. I'll get this little chest built. I think we'll call it a day on that one. See this? We'll be able to get over to the packing station in the water a little quicker so we can get the farm going. Go ahead and build another couple blocks here. You also use these scrap metal block. Make your buttons and switches and bearings. So don't use up all your scrap metal blocks making metal one blocks, because you need those bearings. Let's see. Gotta have those bearings. They're very important. Any hinges, of course the wheels and your steering and stuff like that, you need those bearings. And if you don't have scrap metal blocks, you're just out of luck. Yeah, you can find them occasionally, but you can't depend on that. You gotta have them on hand. I'll leave a lot of this stuff sitting out the way it is. Put up some of these items that don't really set like these items do. That way. Put a lot of this stuff away for now. We'll come back to this point. We don't have any use for that for quite some time. So alright, well, hope you enjoyed. I'll be back soon with another video. See if we can start some farming over there by the packing station. I might actually make it easy. Get it farmed up and packed up all in one go. Anyhow, we'll see you next time.